Most of you might have heard about this true crime story, and most of you might not have heard about this true crime story. But in this video, I'll be explaining to you how it started and what was his motive behind the killing. It first started on the 1st of September 2024 in Lokoja, Kogi State, where one said Jeremiah Paul met a girl named Abigail Damilola. He first met her and portrayed himself to be a suitor, but little did Abigail know that he was having an ulterior motive behind the meeting. That first day, he wanted to lure her to his apartment, but Abigail was busy studying for her exam and she told him that she had an exam to write. But he didn't give up because he persuaded her, and on the 4th of September, she finally met him. Before meeting her, he actually bought codeine and Sprite. For most of you that don't know what codeine is a drug used for curing catarrh and cough. So, and that drug is very strong. And he mixed it up with Sprite. And when Abigail came around his place, he presented that Sprite to her. But first, she first drank it not to make it look suspicious and gave it to Abigail to also drink. Abigail unconsciously drank it without actually suspecting anything. But little did she know that drink was laced with codeine. So he told her that, okay, let's go to my apartment and just go and chill. As they were going, he didn't actually take her to his apartment. Rather, he took her to an uncompleted building and they just relaxed and were talking. Before you know, Abigail started feeling weak and Abigail started succumbing to that drug she has already taken. And as he noticed that, he carried her and lured her inside the uncompleted building where he strangled her. After strangling her, that wasn't enough. He picked up her phone and called the father of Abigail and told him that if they want to see Abigail, they have to pay a ransom to see her because she has already been kidnapped by him. And the parents was worried. Then they asked him how much were he demanding for the ransom, and he told them he was demanding 10 million naira, but they weren't having 10 million naira at that moment. They only had 400,000. So they decided to send 400,000 to him. And although that wasn't his motive, what his real motive was to use Abigail for ritual purposes. The first day he met her, he has already made up his mind that he was going to use her for the ritual purposes that his native doctor he met on TikTok told him to bring, the things that he told him to bring out of a human part. So he actually used a knife in cutting her eyes, in cutting her tongue, in cutting her lungs, in cutting her intestines, and cutting some part of her ass, and waving it all the way to Ibadan for the native doctor to continue the ritual purposes. And the native doctor did all the ritual purposes and sent back a soap for him that he'll be using that is allegedly going to make him rich. So all this incident was happening, but the family of Abigail didn't know that their daughter has already been killed. So they involved the police and told the police that their daughter has been missing. So the police started their investigation. So they told Jeremiah to come collect the rest of the ransom money. As Jeremiah was going to collect the rest of the ransom money, that was where they apprehended him. As they apprehended him, they started questioning him. But the first interview he made and the first answer he was giving, he only claimed that he only kidnapped her and strangled her, but he didn't actually remove the part of her body that was missing. But proper investigation that was done, he also confessed to the crime of removing all the part of her body that was missing. And police were still doing their investigation and they caught other suspects that was also linked to the murder of Abigail. And it was a shock for the people of Lokoja because this guy is a student of the university in Lokoja there, and he's just a 100 level student. He's just 21 years old and he has that kind of mind. And Abigail, that he just ended her life, was just 19 years of age. It was said that the whole people in Lokoja were shocked by the confession that he made, and everybody was very, very scared because how can a 21 years old guy have that kind of mind and will want to even go to the extent of removing the part of the body and labeling it to Ibadan for money rituals? As they started more investigation, more interrogation, he said him and his friend has gone to that herbalist place in Ibadan to go and meet that native doctor in person. And maybe that's when the native doctor told them the things that he'll be needing for the sacrifice to make them rich. So proper investigation was still ongoing, and they need to go arrest that his friend, because his friend also might actually be linked to the whole thing, because he himself might actually be looking for another person that he wants to take all these body parts from. So this incident happened in Lokoja, and everybody was shocked because he was a student and just a 100 level student, and this was the crime he has committed. If you like true crime stories like this, make sure you subscribe, comment, and share this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.